small town vibes and Austrian charm, welcome to Stowe, Vermont.
To start off my trip to Stowe, I stayed at the Trapp Family Lodge. This resort brings a slice of Austria to the eastern USA through its architecture, history, stories, and food. With the classic Austrian-style buildings and the mountains looming in the distance, you will truly feel like you're in Europe. If that name sounds familiar to you, it's because the property is owned by the real Von Trapp family that inspired one of the most famous films of all time, The Sound of Music. It's currently operated by Sam and Christina, the grandchildren of Maria and Captain Von Trapp. Not only was my room spacious and came with its own balcony, but there's a focus on comfy common areas around the hotel too. There are so many libraries and games rooms outfitted with cozy fireplaces to gather with your family and friends. I could really just get cozy with a book here all day. Now, to start your day off right at the Trapp Family Lodge, head down the road to their little coffee house. I ordered an oat milk cappuccino here, and you'll find all your favorite coffee, tea, and espresso beverages. The coffee house also has Austrian-inspired pastries too. I enjoyed my drink by the fireplace. This is such a cute and quiet place on the resort property. Now it's time to head over to the lodge's outdoor center.
So not only will you find a little bit of Austria here at the Trapp Family Lodge, but you'll also find a little bit of Scotland. They have a herd of Scottish Highland Cows. Let's go visit them.
There are a number of complimentary tours at the Trapp Family Lodge, and one of them is the Meet the Cows tour. Scottish Highland Cows, also known as hairy coos, have coarse winter coats that are able to withstand harsh snowy climates like those in Vermont. You do not feed the cows, but you admire them from a comfortable distance away for your safety and the comfort of the cows. If you're a fan of The Sound of Music or simply want to know more about the property and the family behind it, I encourage you to sign up for the Trapp Family Lodge History Tour. A historian will tour you through the property, discussing the differences between the Trapp family in the movie and what happened in reality. Learn more about the resort, Maria Von Trapp, and see some memorabilia from The Sound of Music along the way. There's also a really interesting short documentary to watch at the end of the tour about Maria Von Trapp's life in Austria and the USA. This afternoon, we're headed to nearby downtown Stowe. Downtown Stowe has a walkable and well-preserved street with historic buildings and beautiful views. Admire Vermont's tallest peak, Mount Mansfield, just beyond the town. The Stowe Community Church is super photogenic. You'll have to grab a picture of this towering white building in the middle of town. We popped into some local shops like the Country Store on Main, Shaw's General Store, and Stowe Mercantile. Black Cap Coffee is a cute coffee shop in town. Just outside of downtown Stowe, we stopped at Aladdin for lunch, a Mediterranean vegetarian restaurant. They bring a taste of the Middle East to Stowe through their pita sandwiches, hummus, baba ganoush, and bowls. The Alchemist Brewery is a family-owned and operated brewery in Stowe focusing on unfiltered IPAs. I immediately noticed the colorful murals painted on the exterior of the building, which continued indoors on the walls and ceilings. There's only one beer on tap, a double IPA, and the rest you can buy by the can. I'm not so much a fan of hoppy beers myself, so I opted for their light beer, a Pilsner-style brew. In nearby Waterbury, Vermont, visit the only Ben & Jerry's factory that's open to the public. This is their very first factory that dates back to 1985. I love Ben & Jerry's ice cream because they were among the first of the big companies to offer plant-based ice cream. They keep expanding their vegan flavors over the years, and they're equally as innovative as the dairy ones. At the Scoop Shop, there are always a few flavors of plant-based ice cream as well as fully vegan sundaes. After our day in Stowe, we headed back to the Trapp Family Lodge for the evening, stopping at Von Trapp Brewing, the brewery and beer house on site. Pair a fresh brew with an Austrian-inspired dish like pretzels, brats, or sauerkraut. I really enjoyed my black bean and farro burger with locally sourced mushrooms and house-made pickles. I hope this inspires you to take a trip to Stowe, Vermont soon. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay in touch.